All right, auctions and privileges. In school, we expect specific behavior from the students. Um, how to sit, maybe how to, some silence in the hallway, for example, how to move in school, some kindness and caring, how to talk nicely with each other, for example. And we want to reinforce these expected behaviors with small gifts, with a temporary privilege. So some will exclaim that it's a scandal that pupils should behave because, first, because these are good person, nice people, or because they are driven by their heart, or because they have faith in the institution, or because they are virtuous believers, or even because um, they have they are intrinsically motivated by behaving well with no need of external motivations such as a smile, money, good grades, or privilege. So that's theory. In real life, in the classroom, what works? Um, Traditional schools are typically more coercive systems where bad behavior is pointed out and is punished. For example, it could be a communication to parents, your kid behaves badly or written, or it could be a dismissal day, it could be you have to copy 10 times, I should behave well, um, that kind of punishment, you know. If you even if you find other words for it, it's a punishment. So which works, which is better than nothing. I agree. Um, but to get out of that focus on bad behavior and to focus more on what is desired, on good behavior, I think that going through a reward system is the way to go. So how to enforce, um, how to train new habits, new virtuous habits for the students. In fact, that's the questions. Once they get good habits, making maybe after a few months or years, we can, with many students, just leave that reward privileges system. Okay. So let's have examples of privilege. For example, it could be um, leaving 5 minutes earlier, for example. Yes, leaving the school 5 minutes early. It could be working 1 hour in the couch, if there is a couch in the classroom, or maybe we should add a couch in the classroom. Um, Another example would be, for example, a coupon to have lunch with the teachers, or to keep your jacket in the classroom. Many students want to do that. Keep your jacket for a day, for example. Okay. It could be also, yes, to work, something that works well with younger students, to work at the teacher's desk for 1 hour or for the day. So you have to have, probably you need to have a meeting, brainstorming with your students to see what's acceptable for the teacher and what's desirable for the students. So once you have the list of possible privileges, you need to, students need to earn them. How do they earn privileges? A very nice way of doing that is to organize every morning or every week, it depends. I do that every day. a very short auction time. It can be as fast as 5 minutes. So, and it's organized by one of my students who knows how to do that and is efficient in doing it. So the student in the morning is going to choose to select 5 privileges, sorry, in the list, in a larger list, and sell them simply, very simply sell them. And so students will have points, we'll see how it works, but they will have points to buy them. So for example, who would like to have a coupon to leave 5 minutes earlier at the end of the day? To leave home 5 minutes earlier. You, 2, okay. You give me 4 points, 4 points, 5 points for you. Who bets higher? Okay. 8. Anybody else? 8? Okay, 8. So 8 points for Lou, for example.
Une fois pour Sébastien. 3, une fois pour Hugo. 3, 2 fois. 4, une fois pour Adam. 5, une fois pour Hugo. 5, 2 fois. 5, 3 fois. 6, une fois. 7, une fois. 7, 2 fois. 7, 3 fois. À juger pour Hugo avec 7 gratifications.
Okay. And so for each auction won, you make a small coupon with your handwriting, with the name of the privilege and your signature and the date. The date they earned that privilege, they won the auction. Okay, and you give that coupon to Lou, for example, to leave early, and maybe she will not use it this month. Maybe next month she'd like to leave early for some reason, and she gives the coupon, and I say yes, it's a valid one, and you can leave 5 minutes earlier. Okay, so that's quite easy. Once the students are used to run it themselves, you don't have to organize it anymore. The first few times, of course, you have to do it, but then it works on its own. So the good question is how to get these points. Because Lou had points, she spent on the auction, she has spent the points. The teacher is going to distribute the points, the gratification points, across the day. So, for example, it depends on what behavior the teacher would like to promote for the moment. For example, these days, he thinks that there is no much mutual aid between the students. He'd like to promote mutual aid. So maybe the teacher that week will give, every time he sees 2 students collaborating productively and nicely and kindly, he will give points to the 2 students. Then 2 others, so 2 points for you, and then maybe 30 minutes later 1 point for you two, and so on. And so we are going to note these points on some kind of accounting list, with 1 line for each student and 1 point every time Lou gets a point. I add it with a stamp, for example, here, and Tom also, maybe this one, and so on. Okay, so yes, Tom, well done, give you a point. You don't give points for everything. You should not do something trading that upfront for points. If I do that, will I have points? No. nice surprise. Well done, guys. I give you 2 points. It's a good surprise for you. So another example is you find your classroom too noisy. At the end of the hour of a specific time, you say, hey, everybody, it's very calm now. It makes me so happy. I give everyone a point. Everyone who is there now for the moment, not the others. But you have a point. Check, 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 check. Or another example, you'd like people to have a cleaner writing, to have a better writing on paper. So every time you see a notepad with a good writing, say, oh, it's better. I appreciate the effort. I give you a point. All right. So thanks to this list, when you do the auction, for example, Lou spends 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She has only 2 points remaining after that auction, for example.
Avoir une chaise à roulettes pendant
7,
toute la journée.
2,
3 une fois, 3 4, 3 2 fois, 3 3 fois, adjugé pour Ada et 3 gratifications.
Oui.
Merde, pardon.
Myrtille, t'en as plus.
Vous avez déjà mis sécher le karaté?
Rachel, t'en as 2.
Ouais, j'en ai mis un hier. Septembre, réussir un test avec 70%. 3 une fois, 4 une fois, 4 deux fois, 4 3 fois, adjugé pour 4 gratifications effectives.
That's it. I hope you will enjoy the system.